So as Joey said, beautiful fresh snowfall to get things started for us. Makes the hill look a little bit more like winter. We were ready to host this competition a week ago before the snow finally came. Thanks to the crews here at Howelsen Hill and the the volunteers here at the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club and the venerable staff, particularly coaching staff. Here comes our jumper,
Haley Braybeck. Nice, solid jump from Haley.
44 meters for Haley Braybeck. Check that. I got that wrong. Thanks for the pick up there. 34 meters for Haley Braybeck. Bringing up next on bar, Tess Arnone.
Bib number 6, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division, Tess Arnone.
Super low, compact in-run for Tess. $55 meters for Tess Arnone on that jump.
Nice, solid jump to start. This is going to be practice jumps. First round.
Trial round.
We call it trial +2 to count. Estella Hasrick, Central out of Blackhawk. Here she comes.
Estella spends a fair bit of time here in Steamboat Springs.
She really does.
Training increasingly over the years.
Let's see if she's got a football tucked under that left arm. Generally, she's around keeping everybody happy and jovial. And she's got a football. Not today, but look at her fly. Ooh. Nice job, Estella.
54 meters on that jump. Joey, clearly, winter is just starting, right? And the competition season for these.
Winter start.
The competition for these athletes as well. Not a ton of jumps tucked under the belt.
Not yet.
Of these athletes this season.
You can still see a bunch of grass poking through over here. We haven't had the most ideal conditions. Drug the nets across the jumps in mid-October, anticipating we'd have our regular weather cycle. She did not comply.
That's the way it works.
That being said, we did a lot of work, a lot of extra training, working on dexterity, agility, endurance.
Burned some skis, did some snow dances.
We did. Nice little bonfire. Next up, we're going to have Charlotte Ripp, Team Cloquet, Central Division, bib number 8, sliding out on the bar.
Another athlete who's no stranger to these hills here at Howelsen Hill. These hills here at Howelsen Hill, that didn't sound great. Here she goes. Nicely done there. Way to crack that thing through, Charlotte. .5 meters. Half a meter over my favorite number. Half a meter over my favorite number.
The big 4.9. If anybody jumps 12, my favorite number, maybe time to start to think about something else.
That's right. It's Bonnie Larson.
We like Bonnie Larson, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Incredible progress over the last 2 or 3 seasons for Bonnie. She's a formidable athlete in competition here. Bib number 9 slides out on the bar. Nice correction, huh?
You betcha. Thanks to those of you joining us on YouTube. Winter Start, 2 words. RMD. You can find the stream out there.
Long jump so far of the class in this trial round. 59 meters, 5'9". I used to be 5'9" at one time. Bonnie Larson, 59 meters. Next up, Alexa Braybeck.
I think 5'8" suits you just fine now.
I'm about 5'7" and 3/4, Mr. Miller.
Looks like 5'8". Here we go.
Working my way down.
There goes Lex. Nice position.
Beautiful form. Skiers are going to have to ski this groom out a little bit.
66.5 meters is our long jump of the day, regardless of class to this point.
66.5. Nice work. Macy Olden, Intermountain Division, Park City,
Utah.
Ski and snowboard. I almost said what I said last year, which was ski and sport, but it's ski and snowboard. Macy Olden, bib number 11.
It's a miracle you only had to be told once. Retort, calculating.
What you talking about, Willis? Did you see that live different strokes?
Here we go.
Television the other night?
Here we go. I did not, thankfully.
It was so funny.
Macy Olden, 45 meters on that jump, 45. But did they do facts of life? Different strokes and facts.
Yep, Mrs. Garrett got some airtime. Adeline Swanson, sporting my favorite number as a bib today, number 12. 1, 2, 1, 2. Adeline Swanson, skiing out of St. Paul, Central Division.
Lots of jumps in that Central Division for those that might not know. Scattered among the bluffs of the rivers of the Midwest are dozens of jumps, many of them still in operation, including St. Paul, Minnesota. Here comes Adeline.
Beautiful V. Hold on.
Hold
on.
We have a hold on the hill.
Please hold. Can we get ski patrol out there, please?
Ski patrol works their way out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hold the hill while we make sure that everything's all right for Adeline. Ski patrol is en route. This is one of the tricky things about the sport as Adeline works on figuring things out there. There are a little bit of hill maintenance that we're going to our well wishes. Pat Arnone and Josh Hansen working out the hill, making sure that it's safe and back in shape from the fall. We'll wish our best to Adeline Swanson. There's a lot of distance on that jump. Adeline got 63 meters down the hill, so she definitely put everything into that. The landing came down, in my recollection, on both skis, and then maybe just something edged in or whatnot. Regardless,
looked like she got a little heavy on her right side ski, and then when she tried to put that left one down, she caught her tip, and that flipped her over.
She was really going for it. A great jumper, an amazing athlete. Adeline Swanson, and again, our best wishes with her as Ski Patrol works on getting her the support that she needs. We'll hang tight here for just a little bit as we double check the status of the hill and make sure we've got the support down here at the bottom that we need as the competition continues. I think we'll send a four jumper down. I hear there to make sure that everything is good to go on the hill. You'll see that often after a situation like that. So this is the 2022 Winter Start competition here at Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club can't host amazing events like this without the support of our annual support partners. We have gold, silver, and bronze annual support partners. Some new faces and names on the list today. Let's see how we go, Joey. We'd like to thank the city of Steamboat Springs.
Our hometown. Did you know that Howelsen Hill is the oldest continually operating ski area in North America?
Deer Park Road.
Innovation, adaptive, integrity, alternative investment management since 2003.
Native Excavating.
Yampa Valley's choice for quality excavation since 1981.
Thanks always to Smartwool.
Power your adventure with performance socks and clothing, pushing the boundaries of merino wool. Go far, feel good.
Steamboat Radio.
KBCR 96.9, KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, KEZZ, Easy 94.1, KKSB The River at 98.9.
Listening to a little bit of KTYV last night, little boys and girls basketball for their holiday tournament. Not so well for the boys last evening, but the girls playing a nice game.
Won their first game of the season.
Our soccer gals out there.
Yeah.
Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation.
Happy Trails, home of champagne powder from Thunderhead Lodge and down.
Thanks to Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, SOSI.
We are here to keep you out there, partnering for world-class care locally.
For what it's worth, the Man on the Street report, Man Field report, from, I would say, the
Innovation, adaptive, integrity, alternative
total. Up on Route Ears yesterday morning, may or may not have been, as the sun was coming up. And I got an easy 24 by my unofficial ski pole measurement. And
How about the fresh layer?
6 or 8 through the day. Now that 24, as you may well know, is essentially on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's all fresh.
Yeah.
Continuing with the gold support partners, Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty.
Real estate with local roots that run deep and global reach that spans markets around the world.
UC Health.
Proudly serving our community with a variety of waste transportation. Oh.
Yampa Valley Bank. Yeah, we got that way. It's early for all of us. Twin and Buyer Services.
Proudly serving our community with a variety of waste transportation, waste disposal, and recycling services.
UC Health.
Live extraordinary.
The last of our gold support partners, Yampa Valley Bank.
Steamboat's only locally owned bank. Genuine hometown banking means supporting genuine hometown traditions.
right. Silver Sport annual partners include Christie Sport,
Ski and snowboard rentals.
Colorado Event Rentals,
Event rentals, planning and hospitality services.
Douglas Construction,
Highway, street, and bridge construction.
Bunny Stinger,
All natural sports nutrition.
Leeson Enterprises, Enterprises,
That's construction services for new homes, home additions, and renovations.
Nordic Excavating,
Earth moving and grading, underground utility installation, and roadway construction.
Resort Group,
Total Resort Services.
Truffle Pig and Carl's Tavern,
Eat well, be happy.
and our bronze annual sport partners include Bath and Big Agnes,
Authentic mountain apparel and gear, the mother of comfort.
Cloud9 Integrated Systems,
An exceptional experience, full-service residential custom electronics design and integration company.
thanks to Belinda H. Sherman,
Sharp, Sherman, and Engel attorneys, counselors at law.
Moe's Original Barbecue,
Serving the popular Southern Soul Food Revival.
and Steamboat Specialties.
Summit Apparel Solutions family with customized promotional award gift and business products. Thank you to all, especially those who have just joined the family.
Those sponsors key to helping us put on events like this, so thanks to all of them. I think, as promised, we're going to slide a 4-jumper out onto the bar. That'll be Liam DeMong that comes through and just checks to make sure everything's all good on the repairs that were made to the hill. This is a standard practice in ski jumping, is that if there's a hold of any sort, especially for repair needed to be made to the hill, that we send down one of our 4-jumpers to make sure everything's ready to go for the competition. And after Liam, we'll roll right into the U16 men's category trial jump. Here comes Liam. Orange helmet. That's a nice jump for him there.
He had 31 meters on the first one.
Looks nice and smooth through that landing zone where there was a little bit of trouble earlier. So nice job to the hill crew. .35 meters for Liam DeMong. Nicely done, Liam. All right, so here we go into the U16 male category. Should be starting with Augie Repke from Park City. Augie's been jumping these jumps for as long as we've been calling them. All right, here comes Augie for his trial jump through the curve.
Bib number 14. There's Augie.
Table, there he goes.
Very familiar with this jump hill.
See his brother, I presume, later on the start list. There he is indeed, Root Repke coming up later. 37.5 meters for Augie. Nice job.
Jack Kroll skiing out of NICEF, Eastern Division. Bib number 15, sliding out on the bar. He'll be followed by Rudger Klug,
Less confidence.
Ian Carmack, Arthur Tyrone, and Ryder Olden.
Here comes Jack. Jack does a nice job floating down the hill there, setting down. Feels good about that ride on this trial round. 47 meters for Jack Kroll. Ryder Klug next up. Intermountain Division athlete from the Park City Ski and Snowboard Club. Did I say that right? Ski and Snowboard Club? I think I did.
You did. You did.
Thank you.
No correction necessary.
Wonderful, thanks. So these U16 athletes, again, I think all of the athletes really having, generally speaking, or relatively speaking, a limited number of jumps this season, maybe more than in years past. For sure, it's true of the Steamboat athletes. But I think that's fairly universal across the regions. The weather situation just a little bit different this year. Moving Ryder Klug, bib 16, out on the bar. Nice job, Joey. Coming through that curve and off the table.
Gets
Nice
both
job.
skis safely to the ground. Not super pleased, but
Right.
the beauty is he gets 2 more.
Right around that first row of bows. 43 meters on that jump.
43 for Rudger Klug. Again, Park City Ski and Snowboard, Intermountain Division. Next up will be Ian Carmack. Anybody old enough to remember Johnny Carson?
There you go.
Carmack the Magician.
Wonderful.
He'd hold that
The
card up to the forehead.
Sealed envelope.
Uh-huh.
And would like to welcome Ian Carmack That's not a name I'm familiar with. Maybe his first trip to Steamboat Springs to compete. I'm not positive about that. But Ian, welcome to Howelsen Hill.
We're happy to have you. Hopefully your family's here with you to enjoy.
So it'll be Ian Carmack, Arthur Tyrone, Ryder Olden.
As we flip the page,
Tyler Phillips and Sawyer Graves to round out the order in the U16.
Can't wait for Sawyer. I love how he stomps those landings. He's been working hard. Second year U14 here, along with his teammate Arthur Tyrone.
All right, next up, Ian Carmack. Bib 18. NICEF. Excuse me, I'm sorry. From the Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard Club. That's my fault. Nice job there. Ian, way to put that down there. Said New York. That's a 37-meter jump coming from Park City for Ian Carmack.
Next up, bib number 19. Arthur Tyrone, we call him the student, studies the sport, up and down videos, equipment. He's one who really cares. Arthur Tyrone having a good off season, excited to get back on skis and back on the snow. Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 19.
All right, here comes Arthur.
Great, nice, tight in-run position. Explodes.
Great, good job, Arthur.
Beautiful way to start
Just
that trial
above that
jump.
blue line, maybe.
Sporting a new suit.
57 meters for Arthur Tyrone. The long jump so far by about 10 meters in this class.
And let's see what's next. We got some big dogs coming up next. Ryder Olden, Tyler Phillips, and Sawyer Graves sliding out on the bar, bib number 20. Ryder Olden, Park City Ski and Snowboard Intermountain Division. Here comes Ryder.
Beautiful blue sky right above the gates here. Cloudy to the side, but no mind here at the jump. Howelsen Hill, one of the hallmark venues of this sport in this country.
Absolutely. Saw Dave Stewart out here earlier, the athletic director for Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He always wants a piece of the action.
Working on getting that cross-country course in place for this afternoon's Nordic combined race. Ryder Olden with a nice jump, 56 meters.
And we turn the page.
Literally. Not figuratively in this sense. Two more jumpers to go in this class. Tyler Phillips and Sawyer Graves.
Bibs number 21 and 22 respectively. Tyler out of Park City Ski and Snowboard Intermountain Division. Sawyer Graves, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division.
Phillips family, very friendly people. I'm not sure if they've made the trip east down Highway 40 for this, but if they have, I hope they say hi a little bit later. Here comes their son, Tyler Phillips. Boy, Tyler puts it down the hill. Big, strong guy, Tyler Phillips.
Looks like he could dunk.
Jumping out of the Park City Ski and Snowboard Club, I believe a Heber City resident, puts that one 61 meters down the hill.
Yeah, long jump of the class so far. I know Sawyer Graves is going to want to have something to say about that.
Trial round jumping. These are practice jumps.
+2. What does that mean? Trial +2?
Yeah, the two are to count. I think for this class, both count for Nordic combined skiers.
Beautiful.
The older class, the first jump counts for the first competition jump counts for the Nordic combined skiers. Sawyer Graves in the track.
He's
Number 22.
Going to stomp that landing. Listen up.
Talk about new suits.
Yeah. Look at that. Nice telemark
He's
landing.
happy. Double thumbs up from Sawyer Graves. Nothing better to see on the hill than that.
64 meters for Sawyer Graves. That is the longest jump of the trial round for the U16 male class.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the U.S. Cup class for the male division, a U20 class, no U18 specific class. All these U18 competitions.
And if you look off to the right on the magic carpet, we've got the next budding Olympic stars right here of Steamboat Springs working on it. Looks like maybe a U10 Alpine class of sorts. Could be the Ski Meisters. Coaches in hand, working their way up. One ski on, one ski off on the magic carpet and working on their S-turns.
So, U20 male category, looks like 10 competitors. We've got Max and Glivka on the start list, Thomas Miller, Caleb Zuckerman, Cameron Forbush, Skylar Amy, Logan Gundry, Jason Colby, Ronan Woods, Root Repke, Stuart Gundry, and Gunnar Gilbertson. That's our lineup for this these are the ski jumpers and Nordic combined athletes that are on that next level. Some of them on the junior development team for USA Nordic, and some fighting and scrapping. We've got junior national champion podiums in this class. A lot of activity and excitement to come.
Next up, this is their chance right here to get started. U.S. Cup opener for them. Bib number 23, Maxim Glivka. He's out of the Norgi Ski Club, Central Division.
I think actually, if we take a look at this, off the table and in through the air, I believe that is Thomas Miller, bib number 24.
What time was it?
Popping up and over the hill there on his trial round jump. That's a 54-meter jump. Max Glivka may be electing, either having an equipment issue or maybe electing to forego his trial round jump. That's the discretion of an athlete.
Interesting. Sorry about the wrong call. It was Miller time. Thomas Miller, 54 meters, wearing bib number 24.
Strategery there, maybe.
Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division. Next up, bib number 25, Caleb Zuckerman, Fort Sayre Ski Club out of the Eastern Division.
U16 Junior Nationals, Nordic combined and ski jumping champion. If memory serves me correctly, on this very jump, on this very hill, Zuckerman.
He had a tremendous weekend. Here comes Caleb.
Caleb down through the curve, pops it up and into the air, gets out over those skis, pulls that thing down the hill, right around that blue line again.
Good recovery on the landing.
60.5 meters, 60.5 on that trial round jump. Next up should be Cameron Forbush out of the Ford Sayre Ski Club as well. Hold the exact location of the Ford Sayre Ski Club is a little complicated to explain. So, indeed, bib number 26, Cameron Forbush on bar. Cameron drops into his in-run position. Up and through. Beautiful. Deep. Puts down that nice telemark.
Yeah, one of the best-looking jumps of the day so far. Nice job, Cameron.
Super stylish. We'll call that a 54.5-meter jump as well, so he puts a little bit of distance under those skis as well.
And here comes Team Alaska right here, NSAA. Skylar Amy. He'll be followed by Logan Gundry, Jason Colby, Ronan Woods, Root Repke, Stuart Gundry, and then Gunnar Gilbertson to round out the class. Bib number 27, Skylar Amy slides out on the bar.
We'll have to check out that NSAA. I'm more familiar with the SkiAK designation. We'll have to piece that together, but regardless, skiing out of Anchorage, Alaska. Puts it up. Brings it right down. Nice telemark landing for Skylar Amy. Skylar Amy is super speedy Nordic skier as well. He'll be out there on the cross-country course later.
54 meters for Skylar Amy on his trial jump, 54. Logan Gundry, Flying Eagle Ski Club out of the Central Division. Bib number 28, slides out on the bar, Logan Gundry.
All right, Logan Gundry of the Flying Gundries. Stuart will come up a little bit later. Tall boys, those Gundry boys, out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Ooh, those thermoses work well. Yep, burned his tongue, ladies and gentlemen, burned his tongue. The golden voice remains intact, I'm sure. So, we're working our way through the U.S. Cup trial round. These are U20 males, some of them U18s, but just one big class today for this U.S. Cup. These are athletes that will be jumping on the Central Tour here in a month's time. Most of them will be, I imagine, jumping in Lake Placid, New York over the New Year's holiday, just after Christmas, Brattleboro, Vermont. Lots of travel still to come for these athletes, but here we go on bar in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, Logan Gundry. See how far that Flying Eagle can get himself down the hill, long and lean. Here he comes, right back around that 64-meter mark, 54-meter mark or so. Indeed, 52 meters, right in there, long and lean. Those Gundries coming down and figuring it out. I'm going to go ahead and go with almost a certainty that in Eau Claire
famous orange helmet, Jason Colby. This kid can fly. Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 29. Jason Colby in flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a junior national team member ski jumping, Jason Colby.
Classic Jason Colby landing, telemark landing with that right foot sliding out.
63.5 meters on that jump for Jason Colby.
Long jump of the class so far, 63.5 for JC.
Next up,
Ronan Woods.
I was just reading on USA Nordic. If you go to usanordic.org, think about giving a little bit of money to the story project that they've got going on, big fundraiser this year. Ronan Woods just published, had a story published today about his Eagle Scout project.
I read that this morning. Pretty cool. He built a fence so that he could keep the community safe instead of cutting across the outrun. Nice job, Ronan Woods.
Here he comes.
His first couple ideas rejected, but he kept at it until he got approval for this one.
Got a boy. Persistence, an important part of everything in life. He's going to be there in that, upper 40s, lower 50s mark. That's a 47-meter jump for Ronan Woods.
Root Repke is going to be next, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard. Bib number 31, Root Repke.
Had the opportunity to attend an Eagle Scout, swearing in ceremony, induction ceremony. I'm not sure what it's called. Pretty cool deal. These scouts that are committed to getting that sort of level, these scouts that have gotten to that level, a ton of commitment. No wonder that he's successful here on the ski jump hill as well. Another thing that takes a ton of commitment. Root Repke from Park City, Utah. Next up.
Josh Hansen and Pat Arnone staying loose up there in case there needs to be any course maintenance.
Root putting it way up in the air and then bringing it down like he just doesn't care. Beautiful telemark landing. 49 meters for Root Repke.
You like that number, don't you?
Worked out pretty well. Root, you hit my number. That a boy. Come get your prize later.
He might not be happy that he hit your number. You're happy he hit the number.
Solid jump, and the style on that jump I think will look really
Absolutely.
good. No doubt around the telemark landing.
Absolutely. Stuart Gundry, Flying Eagle Ski Club Central Division, 32, bib number 32. He is on bar.
I know the Gundrys are watching that live stream back in Eau Claire. Hi to Kristen, who spent the summer taking care of my boy Thomas a few years ago. So
hello, Gundrys.
Hello to the Gundrys out there watching.
He'll be followed by local boy Gunnar Gilbertson.
Look at that. Gets way up over those skis.
Beautiful looking
there.
jump. That's the feeling, right?
Looked like the feeling to me.
The jumpers all talk about that feeling of flight and floating, and that's what it looked like to me.
It looked like to me, too. You and I being ranked amateurs, of course. Not even ranked amateurs.
You know, I always say it's better to be a has-been than it never was.
Thanks for that encouragement regarding soccer. Earlier this fall. I'm waiting to be in a couple weeks' time to be a pinata.
We're gonna take the championship. We're gonna take the championship. Maybe we can start by scoring a goal first.
Bet the under. All right, here we go.
We are gonna have a good time though.
Gunnar Gilbertson back from Russia.
Bib number 33, Gunnar Gilbertson
right
in
into that
flight.
floaty position.
What a jump, folks!
Boy, that's gonna be a nice looking jump and distance. Nordic combined, junior national team member, back from Russia, really showing the next level. He didn't wait a minute to get onto those skis and then get into that float position. He got right into that floating position.
Take notes, kids.
Took it to the next level.
Take
Joey.
notes. 70 meters. 70 meters long jump on the hill of the day.
That's a pretty jump.
That's really beautiful.
Good job, Gunnar.
And of course, in typical Gunnar fashion, not totally satisfied, but that's okay. One senior male jumper today. We're proud to have him. Eric Lynch, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division. He's bib number 34, also on the bar, and he's ready to go. This will round out the trial round. We move on to 2 to count. We'll get right back to those U16 females. Bib number 1, Ella Wilson. Eric Lynch, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting on the distance.
Nice jump for Eric Lynch there.
You'll like this one, 61.5 meters for Eric Lynch. All right, here we go.
A brief, very brief break between rounds here. Maybe I heard crackle across. So if you got to use the restroom or something like that, now's the time. So we will thank you again for being with us, whether online or in person, for the 2022 USA Nordic U.S. Cup Winter Start Opener presented by the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
And winter started, didn't it?
We are here on the Hillside 75 jump at historic Howelsen Hill in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Thanks for being here with us today. My name is Andrew Miller, continuously running. This is my buddy Joey Wren.
Hello, hello.
Ski resort area.
Yep, you're right.
United States.
You are correct. Again, you are correct.
Boy, I usually get that one wrong. I start with Colorado, have to be corrected, then go to the United States. Curious where in Canada might have us. Maybe it's North America. I look forward to being corrected on that one if that's the case.
It
Anyway,
takes a village.
a ton of volunteers to get this thing going.
Oh,
so
it really does.
so
Thank you.
much.
We're going to start with the technical delegate, Keith Hansen.
Thanks, Keith.
Chief of Competition, Larry Glick.
Appreciate it.
Assistant Technical Delegate, Paul Andrews.
Guys, pretty cool.
Our judges today, Dan Braybeck,
Awesome.
Alan Belshaw,
Thank you.
Elisa Maines,
Rocking it.
Sally Wither, Mick O'Hara. And how about our starters today? We've got Chad Bowdry and Michelle Linné.
Thank you, guys.
An assistant jump starter. He's going to learn the trade, Ben Shute.
Boy, Ben.
And then we've got today's lead jump marker, Scott Colby.
Got Colby in the red jacket on the right-hand side of the jumps up there. Thank you, Scott.
And our markers today include Candace Dale and Liz Baldwin. We've
There are
got
a bunch more.
several up there. We unfortunately don't see the names, but thank you.
Thank you.
Give them a big thank you and a wave. We'd also like to thank the Jump Tower ladies, if you will. We've got Jill Braybeck
Thanks,
and
Jill.
Christine Russell.
Appreciate it.
We've got a few runners in Amy Tyrone and Dana Bullard.
Thank you, guys.
The Bib Babe is Essie Cantella today.
Thanks, Essie.
You've got two announcers. He's Andrew Miller.
You got it.
I'm Joey Rinn.
Man.
And then we get on to some skate race volunteers, which we're going to go ahead and call out right now. Candace Gilbertson, Dan Braybeck, Andrew Miller, Jill Braybeck, Liz Baldwin, Greg Friedman, Essie Kentala, Sandy Moore, Michael Moore, Amy Tyrone, Heather Park, Chris Johnson, Chelsea Hodge, Kathy Johnson. I'll find my way over there as well.
We don't have an info sheet, but those races start at the jump flats here this evening. They'll run, I think I heard maybe it's something like a 1.6 course, so 6K course that we've managed to piece together and pull together here. And
You say evening. It's under the lights, or is it more like a 3 or 4
I think
start?
it's more like a 5 or 5:30 start.
Oh.
So in the shadows of Howelsen Hill, warmest place on the continent, once the sun goes down.
Makes me reconsider the 7:30 call that I have tonight.
So, yep, that'll be going on. So, again, ski jumping this morning, and then some of these athletes turning back around, putting themselves into the recovery process, and then skating this afternoon. The skate order, super interesting. The Nordic Combined skate races happen using a Gunderson start. Essentially, we take the jump results from today, which are a combination of distance and style, and then we, I guess in a way, we order the athletes from longest jumper to not as long jumper, and then essentially the furthest jumper gets a head start, and then everybody kind of rocks it as fast as they can and see who comes across the finish line first.
And how about, did you catch any of the video of the first mass start at the FIS Nordic Combined race this morning?
I only just
First one since 2018.
I only just saw the highlights, and also saw that the United States placed, I think, 2 skiers in the top 20, top 30 in that.
It was cool to see that mass start. It really was.
It's a whole different beast. We've done mass start here for this age athlete before coming out of the rodeo grounds. I can't remember the circumstances, but it's interesting because the Gunderson start really is almost like a time trial pursuit sort of style, whereas the mass start, everybody just starts at the start, and there's broken poles and tripped athletes and all sorts of stuff. So we're just sorting out the last few details here on the radio, and we'll get this first competitive also jumping for placement in the Gunderson start. I believe it's both of their jumps they're somehow used to calculate that starting position. On the U.S. Cup side, again, the jumping is determined. The jumping is determined based on both the combination of both jumps, and then the Nordic combined athletes in the U.S. Cup class is just the first jump that's used for Nordic combined. So all sorts of different things happening up there on the hill.
And it is Mr. Miller. There will be a quiz to follow.
Thank you. It'll be set up via my Google Classroom portfolio. Simple login. That'll be available in the comment section of the live stream a little bit later this afternoon.
And I imagine there will be one more review for those taking the test.
We'll try that. Best answer as given in class, not as by what's actually accurate or true. Again, Joey and I learning the ropes as we go along, little bits at a time, both from our children and from experience from being here. Joey has 2 ski jumping Nordic combined athletes in the program. I have 1, and we've been here for 6 years or so. It's a ton of fun being here. So thanks.
No better place.
Thanks again for joining us. We are glad that Winter decided to make an arrival for
Winter start
for the event, serving as the U.S. Cup opener. And also, I believe, I'm kind of shy about saying this, but I believe this is also part of the World Junior Championships qualification process as
I
well.
believe so. I've heard the coaches talk about that for sure. You are at Winter Start and U.S. Cup opener, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. It's December 11th, 2021. You're in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. You are at the 75-meter jump. We'd like to thank USA Nordic for the U.S. Cup, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, City of Steamboat Springs, Todd Wilson,
Carl Denny,
Garrett Fisk,
Josh Hansen,
and Sam House are the coaching staff. There are lots of other volunteer coaches, Scott Larson, Billy and Devin Delzell. I know Greg Friedman's around here sometimes.
Can I say we talk about them being the coaching crew? Let's be honest, really the hill maintenance crew as well, keeping these jumps in safe.
Slash.
Wasn't me, I don't think.
I didn't do it.
All right. So we continue to just piece together the details. These guys put a lot of work and effort. There are a lot of moving pieces behind the scenes, almost all of which they prefer we not talk about over the airwaves.
I somewhat joked with Coach Todd Wilson in the locker room either yesterday or the day before. You know, Mother Nature bestowed us with the snow that we hoped for, perfect timing, right? And, jump hills were relatively ready. This snowstorm made them even more ready, but it took a mountain of work from that coaching staff and the city crew to get these hills ready. So thank you so much, Todd Wilson, Carl Denny, Garrett Fisk, Josh Hansen, Sam House. I'm sure Pat Arnone was around to help. You know, everybody that had a shovel, that had a rake.
Well,
thank you.
If you Looker's right, particularly of the 45 landing area, that big drift on the landing hill, the big drift on the 45, that had to be taken off the 75 as well. They were on the hill 3 hours before the competition started, shoveling and taking care of things. By the way, in temperatures ranging as low as -6 or -7 this morning, which we're used to here at Howelsen Hill. The only tricky part being that immediately after building these jumps a couple of weeks ago, most of us switched into beach attire because it was 58 degrees outside.
Unbelievable. But here we are at the start of winter start and U.S. Cup opener. We're getting ready for the first round to count. We're going to start with the U16 female class.
And I think we'll start with the 4-jumper to lead things off before that. But, yep, the U16 will be the first competitive class.
Liam DeMong as the 4-jumper. Park City Ski and Snowboard, 31 meters on the first, 35 meters on the second. He's going to reap the benefits of being the only 4-jumper today. He's going to get some quality jumps in, that's for sure.
These guys eat it up.
And here comes Liam, speak of the devil. 31, then 35. What does Liam have for us right here? Here you go, Liam.
More.
Little P-Funk. Come on.
I remember working on this album. It was a wild ride. These guys really throw it down in and out of the studio.
When When you say working on the album, could you clarify, please?
We'll get going with that. 38 meters on that trial jump for Liam DeMong. Let's just say it was one of the great honors of my life. A nice transition out of the gangster rap part of my career into something a little bit more mellow. But back to the competition. Ella Wilson with her first competitive jump of the day.
Pinky!
Oh, that's a nice looking jump, and she brings it down over that blue line, I think.
Oh, she likes it with the double fist pump.
This is when we start getting excited. It was just a trial round for us too, Joey. 60,
Absolutely.
62. Is there a 0.5 on that maybe? 62 meters on that jump.
We don't want to rip her off, Mr. Colby.
Oh, that's a great jump there for Ella Wilson. Let's see if Emma Russell, next on bar, can boost that next level as well. I know she's got it inside of her. Here she comes through the curve, off the table, into the air. Tips up a little bit sideways, but brings it right down. That was in fact, I think, another half meter for Ella Wilson. Let's see what Emma Russell does. 55 meters for Ella Wilson. By my count, that's
55 for Emma Russell.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
Ella Wilson, 62.5 meters. Emma Russell, 55 meters. I got confused. I was getting ready to put the score on the stakes on distances. 2-1, you, me.
They're part of the 3 E's. Ella, Emma, and Eva. Here comes Eva Minato, bib number 3.
Beautiful jump. Whoa, that was going longer than she thought it was going to. She made a
Little bit big.
Little correction in the air. Brings it back down safely, though. This is going to be a big distance. I think the ladies might have been playing. There might have been a little gamesmanship in the trial round. 65 meters for Eva Minato.
That's 6'5", 65 meters. Atta girl Eva. Next up, Kai McKinnon skiing out of the Eastern Division, NYSEF Ski Club.
Kai pushed it all the way down the hill at 64.5 in that trial round. Let's see if she's got another couple meters in this first competitive jump of the day. Beautiful form, nice floaty style, and I think she does.
Way down the hill.
Yeah, boy, that's a 69-meter jump.
Wow, 69. Look at these ladies, 62.5, 55,
we'll
65, and 69. What a way to get started.
She put that thing so far down the hill. She stayed in that little mini-man position all the way down and across. And I know in some competitions, you don't get back up. That really kind of brings that style down a little bit. Not sure what kind of standard they're using on that today, but a monster jump.
Well, we've got some tough judges here today.
Only the best for winter start.
Haley Brayback, bib number 5, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division.
Nice job, Haley. I think that looks pretty solid. Haley is a dynamo on the Nordic skis on the course this evening. Watch her fly.
And check this out, Mr.
47.5 on his trial, 43 on the first jump to count. He is out of the Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard. That was Augie Retke. Next up, NICEF Ski Club, Eastern Division, Jack Kroll, bib number 55. He is on bar, 47 meters on that first jump. Super excited about the new upgrades at Lake Placid, I'm sure. There is Jack Kroll, beautiful jump. Every single skier has improved off their trial jump so far. 48 point.
Jack Kroll.
And I think we're back live with some audio on the live stream. So changed out some batteries and we're back there.
That was Luke Brosterhouse right there.
Appreciate that.
A man of many hats.
I have to say hi to Luke next time I see him. I don't think I've met him in person.
Oh, well, we should have introduced. He is the...
Should have. He's the mental...
The mindset performance coach, and I'll tell you what, that guy knows his stuff.
I know a U20 athlete who is U18, U20 athlete who is really enjoying his work with the teams.
As is a U14 athlete that I know. That was Rutger Klug, and the streak continues. 43.5 meters on that trial jump. He goes from 43 to 43.5. That was Rutger Klug, Park City Ski and Snowboard Intermountain Division.
G-Love approved.
Love me some G-Love. Ian Carmack. I'm going to hold that envelope to my forehead. I predict
improvement.
Improvement. You read my mind.
Thank you. I'm trying. I remember G-Love made his way through that like KBCO sort of, first generation success.
G-Love played at the Inferno.
And then that was probably just a touch before that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I got me some special sauce over there.
Then kind of migrated to the free concert end of season sort of routine. I'm not sure what size rooms he's playing these days, but some pretty good classic jams from our boy G-Love. Ian Karma getting ready to give this hill a little C-Love. See what I did there?
You did, and you did it well. Park
C-Love,
City Ski and Snowboard Intermountain Division, Ian Carmack, bib number 18.
Nice job, Ian. Calculating. Tabulating. 42 meters. That's further than his trial.
37 meters, don't quit your day job. 37 meters to 42.
Amazing.
Arthur Tyrone, the student, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division. The student, 57 meters on his trial jump. Checking his equipment, his bindings, his boots.
They all have their own particular routine, but they all include checking all that stuff and making sure that they are ready to rock and roll. And here comes Arthur.
In run position. Takeoff over the knoll.
Oh, that's going to go. That's going to go.
Way down the hill for Arthur
Nice.
Tyrone.
Arthur. I saw that subtle double fist clutched inside tight.
Very controlled emotions for Arthur Tyrone. He's never too high, never too low. Pretty composed. Arthur Tyrone, 66.5 meters.
And in case you're wondering, that is farther than his first jump.
57 to 66.5 at this point in time, the longest jump.
I think part of what's happening
in this class.
Part of what's happening too, a little motivation for these Nordic combined athletes, making sure they want to get this thing stomped in.
Ryder Olden, bib number 20, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard in flight.
Well, he made that adjustment too partway up there, and that went further than he thought it was going to at first. That's a great looking jump, and Joey confident with the 10s place. Let's see how this one comes in. Boy, Joey, that a boy, 62 meters for Ryder Olden there.
The streak continues. 56 on the trial, 62 on the first account. We will turn the page to Tyler Phillips, bib number 21, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard. 61 meters on the trial jump. He is on bar, Mr. Miller.
Welcome to our international audience on the YouTube channel. Thanks for being out there. Here we go. Coming on down. Getting ready to go. Tyler Phillips, big, strong athlete. He's going to control that, though. Hang on. That a boy.
We might have seen a touch there, Mr. Miller.
59 meters on that jump for Tyler Phillips, but he kept it safe and gives himself the opportunity to fight back in the second round. Tyler, way to bring that thing across the line.
Safety first. He controlled himself, and we saw what can happen when you lose a little bit of control earlier. 59 meters for his first. He might have touched his hand on that one.
That fall line that we're talking about is at the end of the boards there at the bottom. They got to come clean with their hands and their rears across there. Here we go. Bib number 22 should be on the bar. Sawyer Gray.
Soy Sauce, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He will stop this landing. Sawyer in flight. Double hit. He got the double fist pump. He's getting the crowd in there.
And we're going to go ahead and call that the long jump of the day so far. Regardless class, that is a 70.5-meter jump for Sawyer Graves.
70.5 meters. Soy Sauce, the flying saucer.
For those of you new to the sport and new to the hill, that's a long jump. We're going to call that a long jump.
It's longer than you and I could jump combined.
We'll transition here.
Local and national news.
All right,
weather,
so
ski conditions,
equipment
road reports, steamboats,
equipment
favorite on-air staff,
control
and
at the top,
today's
equipment control at the
country.
bottom.
All enchilada.
There are rules. I don't know all of them, but about ski length and suit fitment and all of those sorts of things. The first three jumpers should be Maxim Glivka, Thomas Miller, and Caleb Zuckerman. They'll be first out of the deal. All three of these guys, top five competitors in the Nordic combined category here at the Junior National Championships this spring. Caleb Zuckerman, the national champion in the U16 category. Thomas Miller, runner-up in the U16 category. Maxim Glivka right in there as well, along with Skylar Amy. This is the next gen, ladies and gentlemen. These are the ones that are going to step it up and take it to that next level, fighting it out here in the U.S. Cup, which starts today, a winter start.
All right, sorting out some details up top. Looks like we've got most of the athletes ready here in the U20 male class. We do have a jumper on bar.
That'll be bib 23, Maxim Glivka. Maxim Glivka from the Norgi Ski Club in the Chicagoland area, not taking a trial round jump. Perhaps a little bit of gamesmanship. Also, perhaps just need to do something else. He's a good jumper, ladies and gentlemen. He brings that thing down nice and safe with a 63.5-meter jump. He'll like how that sets him up for the Nordic combined competition this afternoon.
He will. That's Maxim Glivka out of the Norgi Ski Club, Central Division. Next up, it's going to be Miller time. What time is it?
It's Thomas Miller next out on the bar for the Rocky Mountain Division. Miller time.
54.
Ski jumper and Nordic combined skier, 54 meters on his trial round jump. He'll want to get back onto that string of improvements that everybody's been throwing down in this first competitive round.
Very calm and composed young man.
My favorite skier on the hill.
Undoubtedly.
Thomas gets a nice pop, pulls that little float off there, and pulls that thing right down to that
beautiful looking jump. Not sure that's all he's got.
And that's a 59-meter jump to set his stage for his Nordic combined skiing a little bit later this afternoon. A 59-meter jump.
He goes from 54 on the trial, 59. I think we've got a little bit more in the Miller tank, Mr. Miller.
Oh, I think so for sure. So,
all right.
Caleb Zuckerman, and he'll be one of the long jumps. He's fighting for a podium in this class.
Bib number 25, he skis out of the Ford Sayre Ski Club, Eastern Division. Caleb Zuckerman, bib number 25. 60.5 meters on the trial jump.
Boy, and right back down there again, huh?
So smooth. Floats like a butterfly.
66 meters. That'll really set him up well for the Nordic combined race this afternoon. 66 meters for Caleb Zuckerman.
Next up, Cameron Forbush. Bib number 26, Eastern Division Ford Sayre Ski Club. 54.5 meters on his trial jump.
All right, here we go through the curve. In the air. Boy, that looks like a nice jump.
Beautiful telemark landing.
We're going to call that right there in the mid-50s somewhere, I think. Upper 50s. 50s. 57 meters for Cameron Forbush there. 57.
Skylar Amy up next, bib number 27, Team Alaska, NSAA. We have to look up that acronym.
We'll call that the Nordic. Let's call it the, how about, let me take a crack at this. Nordic Ski Association of Alaska?
Could be.
Could be. All right, here we go, through the curve. Off the table and in the air, there's Skylar Amy all the way from Alaska, ladies and gentlemen. He puts that thing down nice and stylishly.
Beautiful.
Boy, and that's a 56-meter jump for Skylar Amy, who will be a force to be reckoned with on Nordic skis this afternoon, this evening. Not done here at the jump hill yet, though. Nice job for Skylar Amy, a 2-meter improvement. That's a little bit further down the hill, I would say.
It is, as is with many and most of these athletes. Logan Gundry, Flying Eagles Ski Club, Central Division, bib number 28, 52 meters on his trial jump. He is on bar.
Hello to our Flying Eagles watching online on the World Wide Webs. Oh, he gets that long, lean body up in the air and then brings it down. Nice and smooth. Good job, Logan. 54 meters. These guys are right back on that improvement track.
Absolutely. We've got the man in the orange helmet right here. Team Orange, Jason Colby, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Very, very notable style here. Bib number 29. We're going to see a nice floaty jump, a beautiful telemark landing. That right foot is going to kick out just a bit, and he's going to get across that blue line at the bottom.
It is blue, isn't it?
Says me.
Well, you are the authority.
I am the co-authority.
Respect your authority. All right, Jason Colby up in the air, floating it right back down. There it is, right around that red hash that used to be there where so many are landing. Right in there, just that same little amount of improvement that a lot of these guys are getting. 65.5 meters for Jason Colby there. Nice jump.
Yep. The never satisfied Jason Colby will go up there and get a better jump on his next one. We are sure of it. Ronan Woods, Team Alaska, NSAA, bib number 30, 47 on his trial jump. He slides out on the bar.
I could ski, but if Pink Floyd was on the radio, I could maybe ski. Here he comes, Ronan Woods. Attaboy, Ronan. Ronan puts it down around that layer of pine boughs, it looks like, just above Scott Colby's head, but he puts down a big improvement, 52 meters on that jump, 52 meters for Ronan Woods. All right, this will bring Root Repke up. I love the Root. Nailed my favorite number on his first jump, but I'm rooting for Root to get about, I don't know, what do you want to say, 5 or 6 more meters on
R
this
squared.
jump here.
R squared, R to the second power right here. Root Repke.
Root Repke, another Nordic combined skier, I believe still.
Park City
Root
Ski and Snowboard.
Brings it down.
Intermountain
Nice job.
Division.
Root. Be somewhere playing around in those low 50s, upper 40s. 51 meters for Root Repke.
Really tight here. Style points and other mathematical variables in this equation will matter with this class.
It looks right now like the Nordic combined race in the U.S. Cup will be a nice clustered race up front, and then there's going to be a ton of action to the middle. I think there will be, as opposed to the time trial we sometimes see where skiers are skiing on their own, I think we'll see some action this afternoon. Next up, speaking of action, Stuart Gundry, another Flying Eagle out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Of the brothers Gundry, here comes Stuart, bib number 32. 60 meters on his trial jump in flight.
Oh, he got out over the skis. He's bringing that thing down. That's a little bit further, I think, maybe. Boy, he hit that one right on the numbers. It was really pretty the way, remember we talked before about how he got up and then out and on those from my view down here. Same sort of deal this time yields him the same result as the first round, which is a terrific jump.
Just fine. 60 on the first, 60 on the second. The second counts. The first did not. And Gunnar Gilbertson set the pace in the trial round with a 70-meter jump. He wears bib number 33. He's out of the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
Gunnar will be looking to put down a great jump right here so that he can consolidate that lead that he'll have in the Nordic combined competition this afternoon. But it all comes, it has to do with this. You got to put it down. You got to match that trial round. You got to get a little bit further, nice and easy and solid. That looks to be really good for the Nordic combined situation and the jumping situation for Gunnar Gilbertson there. Yep, I think Gunnar knows what he's doing. That's a 66-meter jump with great style. So not the 70 from the first jump, but 66 from the second. But beautiful style, puts it down there. Gunnar will be a favorite in the Nordic combined race this afternoon.
Might have gotten off a little late on that one. Just again from the view here from the booth. 70 on the first, 66 to count on this first one. The trial was 70. Last but not least, senior male competitor, bib number 34, Eric Lynch out of the Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports
Really
Club.
happy to see Eric Lynch out here on the hill and feeling good, I hope. He'll be another one who's screaming around this course on these Nordic skis. Eric Lynch has been at this for a little bit of time. Very experienced. Eric Lynch in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Rolls the windows a little bit.
He was helping packing in those in runs when we were working so hard the other day.
Eric's a good guy. Yep, and right there on par with his first round jump. I think the style got him a little bit there. I saw that in his face as he came across the line, but 60 meters on that jump, 6-0. All right, so there'll be a 15-minute break between rounds. We'll come back to kind of recap. 11:33. 11:33, we'll try and get this thing started. Let's take care of a little bit of business, Joey.
Let's do it.
Talk about our analysis on the first round of competition.
Whether you want to hear it or not, we want to thank our gold annual support partners, City of Steamboat Springs.
Our hometown. Did you know that Howelsen Hill is the oldest continually operating ski area? There it is, in North America.
I did know that. Deer Park Road.
Innovation, adaptive, integrity, alternative investment management since 2003.
How about Native Excavating?
Yampa Valley's choice for quality excavation since 1981.
Smartwool.
Power your adventure with performance socks and clothing, pushing the boundaries of merino wool. Go far, feel good. How about that chairlift?
How about the new chairlift? Steamboat Radio.
Here we go, KBCR 96.9. KTYV Sports on FM 105.7. KEZZ Easy 94.1. KKSB The River 98.9.
Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation.
Happy Trails, home of champagne powder.
Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
SOSI, we are here to keep you out there, partnering for world-class care locally.
Twin Enviro Services.
Proudly serving our community with a variety of waste, transportation, waste disposal, and recycling services.
Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty.
I did the same thing, didn't I?
You did.
Real estate with local roots that run deep and global reach that spans markets around the world.
Consistency is key.
I like it.
UC Health.
Live extraordinary.
Yampa Valley Bank.
Steamboat's only locally owned bank. Genuine hometown banking means supporting genuine hometown traditions, like the alumni soccer tournament coming up here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, our success is going to be based on how few shots on goal our keeper sees.
I'll sacrifice myself.
I hear he was amazing in his day and does all right these days, but
just keep your eyes open. We'll be fine.
We'll be just fine.
It's the wingspan.
I don't think I'm going to wear the glass.
It's the
I don't think I'm
wingspan.
going to wear the glass. Okay, let's get on to our silver annual support partners.
Christie Sports.
Ski and snowboard rentals.
Colorado Event Rentals.
Event rentals, planning, and hospitality services.
Duckles Construction.
Highway, street, and bridge construction.
Honey Stinger.
All natural sports nutrition.
Letson Enterprises.
Construction services for new homes, home additions, and renovations.
Nordic Excavating.
What a great group of folks that support this program. in particular
Absolutely.
so much. Earth moving and grading, underground utility installation, and roadway construction. Thanks so much to the Mewborns and Nordic Excavating.
Rick and Deirdre, thank you very much. Resort Group.
Total Resort Services.
Truffle Pig and Carl's Tavern.
Might as well eat well so that you can be happy.
BAP and Big Agnes.
Authentic mountain apparel and gear, the mother of comfort.
Cloud9 Integrated System.
An exceptional experience. Full-service residential custom electronics design and integration company.
Melinda H. Sherman.
Sharp, Sherman, and Engel, attorneys and counselors at law.
Moe's Original Barbecue.
Serving up the popular Southern Soul Food Revival.
Steamboat Specialties.
Summit Apparel Solutions family with customized promotional award, gift, and business products. We'd like to give a special thank you to the staff at the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. In particular, our program director, Todd Wilson, and his coaches, Carl Denny, Garrett Fisk, Josh Hansen, and Sam House.
Yeah,
Sam
thank
House
you.
maybe being the
Thank
reason
you.
that I'm stuck in goal in a
Thank
couple
you.
of weeks.
Big
out
part of the
out
reason.
of town, I
Thank
hear.
you,
They
and
wouldn't
thank
have, They
you.
wouldn't have brought themselves as low as me. And I'm more of a scorer these days. Actually, more of a facilitator, to be honest. And all of the energetic volunteers who help make these events possible. A special thank you to all of the supporters of the Winter Sports Club, providing growth opportunity. And our mission to create champions on and off the mountain by developing
Life skills and providing growth opportunities through participation in sports.
Hey, do
And
we have
again, we want to thank all the new family members here to the support partners. I want to specifically thank Twin Enviro.
Thank you.
We want to thank Duckles Construction,
Thanks so much.
Letson Enterprises, Cloud9 Integrated Systems, Melinda H. Sherman, Moe's Original Barbecue, and Steamboat Specialties. Thanks for joining the team.
I may be wrong. I think the Steamboat Specialties, another Nordic combined family there. So thanks to everybody for their support. All right, so here's what's happening. Little intermission, probably some business being taken care of.
Got about
up on the
10
hill.
minutes left.
We got about 10 minutes left. So let's talk about this. The word of the day is improvement.
Improvement.
I would say, just doing the rough math, we're at 80-85% of the competitors improving from the trial round to their first competitive round of jumping.
I would change that
We're
to
gonna increase that.
95+%.
We're gonna increase that. That's right.
Yep.
So
Only 2 or 3 competitors either stayed level or very slightly below.
And we could see even in those jumps, it was just something in that jump. It was, like kind of a no big deal sort of thing. We're going to get back up there and we're going to give it another go. This sport, the ski jumping sport, I think as much as any that I've been around or certainly watched in person or seen somebody develop or participate in is I think, potentially majority mentally driven as opposed to physical. These guys really are guys and gals are really good at
I would agree.
keeping their cool.
Mhm.
Keeping their cool.
There's composure is key. We've seen some jumpers explode with some temperament, and it doesn't bode well for that next jump.
So here we go. So in the U16, let's break down the U16 class.
Breaking it down.
The U16 female categories are looking strong.
The 3 E's and Kai McKinnon.
Yep, the 3 E's and Kai McKinnon. I think we're going to see a little bit more out of Emma Russell to really make a big statement in the second
A
round.
big, strong, dedicated athlete.
And, but it looks like right now, just based on distance alone, which isn't the whole part of the story, but I think the lion's share of it, Kai McKinnon really stomping a long one down
Busted
the
it
hill.
out.
69 meters on her first competitive round jump, followed closely by Eva Minato, a Nordic combined skier. I'm not sure what Kai's situation is, Nordic combined or ski jumping wise. We don't have that information in front of us. So Eva Minato on distance 65 meters second, Ella Wilson 62.5 meters on distance
And the
third.
thing with both Eva and Ella, especially Eva, is that if there is any distance to be made up on that skate, on that cross-country course, she will get it. She is lightning fast.
Well, and she's a racer too, comes from a racing family,
Uh-huh.
and so whether it's on a bike or whether it's on the skis, she's
Her
got
father,
that.
Jeff, a big part of it, and also one of the cross-country coaches here on staff.
That's right. Got that. So she got the mentality to be dialed. So we'll look to see how that shakes out. They still have, I think, one more jump to work in their favor.
Too
towards
tight
Nordic,
to call.
Towards Nordic
I mean,
Light.
too tight to call.
Wouldn't dream of.
Not a chance.
Moving down to the U16 category, I think we've got 2 groups. We've got them packed up pretty close. We've got a group.
The male category
In
specifically.
the male category, I
Yep.
apologize. We've got a group that's I think maybe a little bit new to the class and maybe a little bit new to the hill that are working into those mid-40s, which are all with a consistent improvement.
Yep.
And kudos to that. And then we get up into the upper 50s.
Yeah, I would agree.
and through the 60s.
You've got Sawyer Graves.
Big jump.
You've got Arthur Tyrone, and you've got Ryder Olden. Those are the 3 top jumpers so far in that class.
Rocky Mountain Division twice there, and the
Intermountain
Division coming up third there.
2 of the 3, I believe. Is Ryder a Nordic combined skier?
Not positive.
I know that Sawyer is concentrating on ski jumping. Arthur, however, a Nordic combined skier. So
We'll see what shakes out there. So the U16 categories, both male and female have some deciding to do. Right, there's a second jump to be played into fact, I believe, for the Nordic combined skiers, and of course, for the ski jumping competition as well. If you flip the script to the U.S. Cup competition, that's the U20 females and males.
Okay.
We'll start with.
I thought you were telling me to flip the script,
well,
Mr. Miller.
This is the script. We have one. And so this is another really great competition. And these guys for their Nordic combined will go off the base, I believe, on that first jump. Honestly, Alexa Brabeck distancing herself from the
Absolutely.
group on that
Far
that
and away,
first
right.
Jump. You just
72-meter jump.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 meters longer.
We got to
than the
call
next
it like
longest
we
jump.
see it,
That's
right?
But then you've got Tess Arnone and Estella Hasrick.
Knocking on the door.
Pretty sure Estella's a special jumper.
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
And then you've got Tess, who will work on chasing down Alexa. Okay, and so that women's category, I think the Nordic combined race will be really interesting. Third, assuming I'm right about Estella, the third on that Nordic combined side, I think will be Bonnie Sue Larson. It looks like potentially at this point. So that's how the U.S. Cup shakes out on the ladies' side, both from a ski jumping and Nordic combined perspective. Last changes being made up on the hill. And then if we turn over to the U20 male category, honestly, pretty tight.
Really tight. It's a bunch. You've got a 66-meter jump right now as your long jump with Caleb Zuckerman and Gunnar Gilbertson.
Both members of the USA Nordic Junior National Ski Jumping Team, both Nordic combined skiers. And then from there, we'll drop down into the mid-60s with Jason Colby, a special jumper. And then 3.5 minutes, I hear, till start. 3.5 minutes till start. And then Maxim Glivka, not that far behind Jason Colby there on distance. And then...
Wide open.
Yeah.
I still believe. Wide open.
And then from there, we've got special jumpers starting at around 60 meters. And then the Nordic combined skiers picking up with Thomas Miller at 59 meters. And then through the mid to lower 50s for the rest of that crew there. So again, the U.S. Cup tight up top on both the Nordic combined and ski jumping side. And then through that middle, that last podium position maybe down through the curve through the middle of the pack.
And I agree.
They're going to be kicking and fighting with each other through that cross-country
And
course.
we can just surmise all of that with a hyphenated word. Super exciting.
You know, we come here a lot, Joey. And
We are here.
And sit in this booth, and we see all sorts of different competitions. And like you mentioned, in a couple weeks' time, our first of our Wednesday night jumps.
I want to say the 28th.
Which are as special as it gets.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And we're going to debut, I suppose, this new...
HS8?
This new HS8 here
Right
on
there
the
where
side.
we see the camera. Is that Mr. Nolting right there?
Exciting. No.
Is that Luke?
So,
because they're back there.
We've got that coming up. These hills will come into shape pretty nicely, especially, I don't know what Mother Nature is going to do other than she's definitely bringing the cold temperatures in for the next week. So I think we'll be able to be productive making some more snow as is
We
needed.
hope. We need natural snow too. We have some catching up to do here.
As is needed. And so this winter start, which is also a Junior World Championships qualifier, which is also this traditional winter start USA Cup start, it's just it couldn't be more exciting. And you have in this U20 category for both the female and male categories, literally, no exaggeration, the best. So these names that we're mentioning: Haley Brabeck, Tess Arnone, Estella Hasrick, Charlotte Ripp, Bonnie Larson, Alexa Brabeck, Macy Olden, Adeline Swanson. These are the best North American skiers in this sport, in this discipline right now. We have some that are representing us this weekend over in Europe. We've got Annika Malasinski over there, and then of course on the ski jumping side, a larger contingent from Decker Dean down through Eric Belshaw, through Annika Belshaw, through Logan Sankey, and those who've taken the next step and are working their way
Did you say Decker Dean?
internationally right now. I did. If I didn't, I meant to say Decker Dean. Tanya Dean helping pick up the Miller family with the comp secretary duties. We're split as a family this weekend. Ryder Miller down in Fort Collins at a swim meet. That's he has just finished the 100
Thank you, Tanya
backstroke
Dean,
down
for
there.
stepping back in. Thank you.
That's right. So we're 1 minute to start. That'll be a 4-jumper, and then our U16 female. And then these will be the last jumps of the day. So we've got 30 jumps or so here to
I
watch.
want it to keep going, Mr. Miller.
If you've been here enough, you hear us say this all the time. It's because ski jumping is exciting.
This is
And
so much fun.
I think the kids get amped up for a new season. They get amped up to be at Howelsen Hill in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. The venue is epic, honestly.
Let's go ahead and get some volunteer thanks in here real quick,
Please.
especially to these three. Chad Bowdry,
Thanks, Chad.
Michelle Lene,
Thanks, Michelle.
and Ben Shute. They have been standing up there in the shade all morning. They don't get the sun. Hopefully they're dressed warm. Thank you, Chad, Michelle, and Ben. Also thanks to Scott Colby, Candace Dale, Liz Baldwin, all the other markers. Jill Braybeck, Christine Russell, Amy Terone, Dana Bullard, Essie Kentula, Andrew Miller, myself, Candace Gilbertson, Dan Braybeck, Andrew Miller, Jill Braybeck, Liz Baldwin, Greg Friedman, Essie Kentula. A lot of duplicate names here on down the road. Heather Park, Chris Johnson, Chelsea Hodge, Kathy Johnson. Keith Hansen is our technical delegate. Larry Glick is the chief of competition. Assistant technical delegate Paul Andrews. Our judges today, Dan Braybeck, Alan Belshaw, Elisa Maines, Sally Wither, and Nick O'Hara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got a bunch of the first-year U14 athletes, one U10 athlete, helping with the runners, having a good time up there. I've seen Ridge Barnes, Nathan and Zayna Rind. I have seen, I think, Austin Johnson. Not really sure who else. Feel free to introduce yourselves. Let me know. I can see Z up there waving her hands. Right there with big brother Nathan, first year U14 Z, a 7th year U10. I think she holds the record for a U10 ski jumper and Nordic combined, year number 7 as a U10.
In excess?
Yeah. You still owe me a story, by the way. This is. It's called Disappear. Well, we're not going to disappear, nor are these jumpers.
Liam DeMong, 4-jumper
And what-
extraordinaire.
I was going to say, what a day he's had. 31, 35, and then 38. Hey, Liam, we want to see you hit 40.
Here it goes. Come on, Liam. Maybe push him for that 40
I was
a
going
little
to
bit on
say,
that one.
legs getting a little tired. Get out of town!
Stop it. That's the Moe's Barbecue Moe Meters Award of the day. Liam DeMong.
40 meters for Liam DeMong. 31, 35, 38, and then 40 meters for Liam DeMong.
Moe's Barbecue Moe Meters of the Day Award. Do you hear
I
that?
absolutely get it.
Improvisation.
I absolutely
We're
get
going
it.
to work with Moe's on that. That should be a thing. Moe Meters Award.
I think they're going to like that one.
Good job, Liam. Thanks for being out here and helping us out. Putting in duty not just with the trial, getting 4 jumps as he helped us out with the control in between the U.S. Cup Women's round and the U16.
And we
males.
appreciate his extra work. Again, if you're wondering why our local athletes are absent from the 4 jumping today, it's safety first. Not having had any jumps on the hill thus far, Coach Garrett Fisk decided
go.
safety first, and the baton handed to Liam DeMong.
Full send from the top. Ella Wilson in motion through the shadows of that in-run.
Here it comes. Pinky!
Before she went for it.
Oh, she's going to love
look
that.
at that. She's so
Yes!
excited.
Woohoo!
Oh, man, I want to go give her a hug. Not just the distance, but the style, the jump, everything from start to finish looks spectacular.
How about the elation? Can we give her some points for the elation?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
64 meters for Ella Wilson, bib number 1, Rocky Mountain Division Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, and the first of the 3 E's.
Here comes
Next up, Emma Russell, Rocky Mountain Division Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 2.
Emma's going to stay within herself here. She's going to focus, and she's going to throw this thing off the end. Watch this one, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes.
55
Emma
on the
Russell.
first.
I like that.
Yeah, beautiful.
.5 meters, so 53, 55, and 54.5 meters. A good day for Emma Russell.
Absolutely.
And we'll see her, I hope, out on the skate course, ready to rock and roll this afternoon.
She'll be ready. Ella Wilson, 62.5 to 64. Emma Russell, consistent, 55 to 54.5. And the third member of the 3 E's, Eva Minato, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 3 in flight.
Brown. you go. She gets across that fall line before celebrating. Takes a hop to try and put herself into the river. Consolidates the situation for herself on the Nordic combined situation.
Consistency is the key. 65 on the first, 64 on the second. Well, hello, Kathy Johnson.
Super clean, but if you look at that Ella Wilson and Eva Minato situation, that's going to be a tight Nordic race this afternoon.
Steve Malasinski, Jim Spillane making an appearance back here. Welcome back, Jim. Sandy Graves, Seth Matthey, Liz Baldwin, Candace Dale, Steph Wilson, and Fred Fuller joining the marker team today. Thank you.
Ty McKinnon in motion.
Way down the hill for Kai McKinnon, 69 on the first.
Boy, what a great display of jumping in this U16 female category this afternoon.
I mean, super. 69 on the first, 67 on the second. That tells me there was a little bit of a weather change up top. Really only Ella Wilson being able to take advantage, 62.5 to 64. The rest of the ladies very close, but not quite on that first jump.
Here we go. Move things over, bib 5. Here we go, the U.S. Cup class, U20 females, Haley Brayback.
How about Jim Spillane back in the house?
Haley Brayback, 34.40, and question mark, here she goes.
Proud father of Olympian Johnny Spillane, former president of Mountain Resorts.
Haley Brayback, across that fall line nice and clean. 37 meters on the jump. She'll start thinking about that Nordic race now this evening, where she will definitely put in a smoking time.
Tess Arnone up next, bib number 6, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. And that Haley Brayback can ski. She can ski on that course, and she's gonna cut those leaders down.
We're looking for low to mid 60s on this jump here for Tess Arnone, based on what we've seen from these first few jumps. Tess Arnone looking good in the air.
So
bringing
smooth.
it down nice and smooth. That's a nice looking jump.
Big thanks to her dad, Pat Arnone, and coach Josh Hansen.
59.5 meters on that jump, 59.5.
Josh Hansen and Pat Arnone up there in charge of the course, in charge of the hill maintenance.
If you're wondering about the distances, you've been paying close enough attention, you're like, wow, that U16 class went into the mid and upper 60s, and here we are starting a little bit lower. We adjust the gate. So the gate comes down a little bit lower for the more experienced athletes, a little bit older athletes, more experienced.
On the surface, it doesn't appear they're jumping as far, but there is a different start gate position.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
Here we go. In the air.
Estella Hasrick, bib number 7, Central Division out of Blackhawk. Nice job, Estella.
.58 meters for Estella Hasrick there. 64 on her first, 58 on the second. A competitive jump with how we're seeing the second round going.
Next up, Charlotte Ripp. Bib number 8, Central Division, Team Cloquet.
The name was made for Nordic combined skiing. Rip. And rip she does.
I'll tell you what, dating ourselves, this Tears for Fears shout, this brings me back to high school.
Saw Stella Hasrick, saw this young lady who is jumping right now, Charlotte Ripp, do a junior national Nordic combined race on classic skis because of an injury once. That was a gutsy show.
And she double pulled the whole thing, remember?
Crazy. 50 meters, 50 meters, and if I'm not mistaken, in Alaska, she may have even done the race with a one-armed and a sling, or maybe that was Park City that I'm thinking about. So anyway, a real gamer there.
Oh, absolute trooper.
Charlotte
Ripp, bib number 8, 59 on the first, 50 on the second. Next up, homegrown talent, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Rocky Mountain Division, Bonnie Larson, bib number 9. Bar goes down. Athlete slides out onto the bar.
Bib number 9. Bib
number 9.
Niner. Bib 9. Let's see if we can keep a 9 in this distance somewhere. That'd be a great jump if we can keep a 9 in this distance. If you see what I'm saying there, Joe.
I do. Bonnie Larson.
Bonnie Larson.
Bib number 9 in flight.
There we go. A little squirrely in the air. She's not super happy about that. 55.5 meters on the jump. 55.5. So continuing to move along, Alexa Brayback really throwing the gauntlet down.
She is the class of the class so far right here in this division. 72 meters on the first. She's sporting bib number 10. Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, and she's in Flight.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking jump. Nice and strong in the air.
Beautiful.
Judges will like the way that one looks. 65 meters on that jump. 65 meters on that jump.
72 on the first, 65 on the second. Again, there was a bar change, a start gate change in this class. Bib number 11, Macy Olden, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard. Bib number 11, 53 on the first. Here comes Macy. Shout.
Let it all out. These are the things
we all like to talk about.
Nice. Way to pick up that lyric that was going to go awkward for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's nice. That's nice and tight there with her competitive round jump. 53 on the first, 14 on the second.
And again, we'd be remiss if we didn't give our
Shout
best
out.
wishes right
Shout
now.
out.
A shout out to Adeline Swanson. Took a little fall in that trial round.
And that's something we can do without.
Yes,
That's something we can do without.
That is. Adeline, we hope you're feeling better and that you're on the right track. Adeline Swanson, ladies and gentlemen, out of Central St. Paul.
Look forward to a few weeks' time, hoping that her name peaks back onto that start list in Lake Placid, if not for the Olympic trials, then
She
definitely
might
for
be in
the
the
U.S. Cup afterwards.
She might be in the protocol now that we call it.
Here we go. So
Augie Repke, bib number 14, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard. 43 on the first, in run position. Flight and landing.
Turns out hot tea is quite hydrating at about this point.
I'm enjoying the hot tea.
44 meters. So there we go, Augie. Augie keeps the improvement train going.
43 on the first, 44 on the second. Jack Kroll, bib number 15. He skis out of the NICEF Ski Club, New York Ski and Something Foundation. Can't quite remember right
I
now.
think it's New York Ski. I'm going to take a shot at the E. I think it's education. New York State's
Education Foundation. I think
maybe?
you might be right, says the teacher. Jack Kroll, bid number 15. He is on the bar. 48.5 meters on that first jump.
Hey, Jack, let's find that 5, huh?
Come
Here we
on
go.
now, Jack.
Jack off the end, looks composed. Here he comes. Maybe.
Everybody stand up. Everybody up.
Did I misspeak there?
No, you didn't, but you said something very funny to the naked ear. 48.5 meters on the first, 55 on the second.
I asked for the 5, and I got it twice. Oh, there he goes.
Rutger Klug, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard, bib number 16, 43.5 meters on the first jump.
See if he can find that mid to upper 50s on the second jump. Looks like it's there for this class.
A winter start and U.S. Cup opener. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, hill size 75. Here we go.
You know, Warren Miller was here recently. He debuted his new movie, Winter Starts Now. He had it a little bit wrong. Winter Starts Now, says USA Nordic in the Winter Sports Club.
Nice solid jump from Rutger.
The Warren Miller movie, by the way, great, featuring some ski jumpers here. Thomas Miller, a little bit of fractions of screen time. I think we got Arthur Throne on there for a little fractions of ski time, some other jumpers.
Jackson
really fun.
Chute,
Yes,
Ridge
Jackson
Barnes.
Chute,
Yep, they made some appearances.
Kind of fun, right?
It was fun.
We get on that distance, Joey.
Ian Carmack is up next. 42 meters for Jack Kroll. 43.5 on the first, 42 on the second.
Ian Carmack, we're going Carmack magician.
We are going Carmack. He's gonna pull a rabbit out of his hat right here. 42 meters on the first. As he slides out on the bar, he's gonna hold that Johnny Carson envelope to the head. Here comes Carmack. Again, big thanks. Chad Bowdry, Michelle Lene, Ben Chute, the starting team up there in the shade, a little bit colder than the rest of us. Thanks for hanging tight up there today. There's Ian Carmack. Nice solid jump for him. Again, 42 on the first.
I had a number in my mind, Ian. Let's see where we're at. 41, that wasn't the number I had in my mind, but that's a really solid jump. Thanks for being here in Steamboat.
41. 42 on the first, 41 on the second. Here come some of the heavy hitters now, folks. Next up, local product, bib number 19 right here. We call him the student. The rest of them call him Arthur Tyrone. Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He studies the videos. He studies the jumps, the weather, the equipment. He is the student. 66.5 meters on the first jump. Arthur Tyrone, in run. Takeoff, over the knoll, and in flight. Way down that hill. He likes it nice and solid across that line. Solid telemark landing. 64 meters for Arthur Tyrone. That's going to put him right there in the top of the mix in that skate race, the cross-country race coming up later this evening. And you got a start time on that, didn't you?
Yep, we're going to start the Nordic ski racing here in the jump flats. Skate racing at 5 o'clock. So
Dress warm.
It'll be chilly.
Dress warm. It's going to get a little chilly once that sun goes down. So add another layer or two to what you're wearing now and come cheer these athletes on. Next up, Ryder Olden, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard, bib number 20, 62 meters on the first jump. Here comes Ryder.
Can I get an empty Gatorade container to the announcer's booth, please? Empty Gatorade container to the announcer's booth? Just joking. We're almost done.
What might you need for that?
Almost done.
What ounces would you like?
Hey, that's a great jump for Ryder Olden. Nice and consistent there. 62, 56 on the trials, 62 on the first round jump, and 58 on this final competitive jump.
That's a great day of jumping right there for Ryder Olden. We turn the literal page here.
Will we see the Oldens back one more or two more times? I can't remember where we're at with our rotation with Park City on that spring event.
I think that we go once. No, wait.
Here we go.
Regionals
Next up, Tyler Phillips.
Once, maybe. Tyler Phillips,
Down
59 meters
Come on,
the first.
buddy. There you go. He's happier with that one.
Bib number 21, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski and Snowboard.
There he goes. 62.5 meters. That's the jump he was looking for the first time. Got a little bit squirrely. Had to strengthen that thing back down.
But he got the distance back, right?
That's the jump.
One of the best things about ski jumping is there's always that next jump.
Good job, Tyler.
Sawyer Graves, Soy Sauce, the Flying Saucer, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
He'll be aiming for the Yampa, ladies and gentlemen.
He will, and he's going to stomp that landing. Bib number 22, 70.5 meters on his first jump. He's going to look for that tens digit to keep right there in the sevens. Can he do it? Here comes Sawyer. He is on the bar.
On the bar, in action, live here in Steamboat Springs and worldwide via the World Wide Webs.
Winter start.
Human flight, ladies and gentlemen. Sawyer Graves.
Yeah, Sawyer. We got a mild fist pump. It's funny. He didn't like it as much, and we're talking about a half a meter, aren't we, Soy Sauce? 70 meters for Sawyer. Two jumps, 70.5 and 70 for Soy Sauce. What a day.
That should pretty clearly take care of the U16 male category, I think, here in the ski jumping competition. Well done, Sawyer.
Yeah, and he is now concentrating on ski jumping, taking a year off the Nordic combined.
All right, here we go. Bib number 23, Maxim Glivka. Skip the trial. 63.5 on the first jump. He's a Nordic combined skier. Put himself in a nice position for that race. Here he comes through the curve.
He don't need no stinking trial.
Glivka.
Beautiful jump. Mid-60s.
All the way from the Chicagoland area. 64.5 meters. Moving on up.
Jefferson's. Nice analogy.
1 meter.
Hey, what time is it?
It's Miller time.
Here he comes. Thomas Miller, Rocky Mountain Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 24, 54 on trial, 59 on the first jump. He is looking. Hey, look at that. Scott Colby is in the sun. There is one little piece of sun sitting right there on Scott. Sun shines on you, Scott.
Thomas Miller off the table. Nice V position. Brings it down the hill.
Beautiful
That's a better jump, I think. There we go.
Can we hear a 60-something?
61 meters for Thomas Miller. 61 meters. So he moves it up. 54, 59, 61.
He is going to like that. And an exceptionally strong skate skier. That bodes well for him going into the race this evening.
Here we go. Next up will be Caleb Zuckerman. 66 meters on that first jump.
I can't get over it. Scott Colby ordered the sun. Attaboy.
Many times as that guy stood on the side of this 20 and 30
He
in the most
deserves it.
miserable weather in the world. We'll give him a
Deserves
little
it.
sun.
Yeah. Long line of ski jumping family out of Lake Placid. Scott Colby,
Here we go, Caleb Zuckerman.
the son of a ski jumper,
66 on the first.
And the
Let's
father
see if he
of
can
a
get
ski
right back
jumper.
there again.
ski jumper himself.
Brings that thing right back down. There he is, right on the number again. That's his number
That's
today.
it, right? That's the way it was. 60.5 on the trial. He made his adjustments. 66 on the first and 66 on the second. Next up, bib number 26. It's Cameron Forbush. He skis out of the Ford Sayre Ski Club Eastern Division. 54.5 on the trial.
For this-
57 on the first.
For this U.S. Cup class, the Nordic combined spot's already locked into place for that race based on the distances and style. Now we're fighting it out for those ski jumping positions. Here comes Cameron Forbush. Nice looking jump, Cameron.
Really nice looking
Pulls
down
the
the hill.
telly around, gets a little slippy slip, but holds that position nicely. And he makes a little bit of improvement there again. 58 meters for Cameron Forbush.
What a morning of ski jumping here. Howelsen Hill, historic Howelsen Hill, City of Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Thank you, Sarah Floyd, John Nolting, Dave Stewart. Thank
Skylar
you.
Amy.
Thank
Skylar Amy
you.
on bar from Alaska, Anchorage,
Thank
Alaska, through that
you.
curve in the air. Human flight. Looks good in the air. A little
Wow.
sideways, but brings it
Look
down.
at that. So
Nice telemark
smooth.
landing.
So smooth
Right there
and
around that
floating.
blue line.
56 on the first, 57 on the next.
But listen, Skylar Amy, right? One of the dominant skiers that you'll see on the cross country.
So
course.
fast.
These Alaska skiers, that's how they grow up. They have
That's how they go to school.
They have tens, if not hundreds of K of skate skiing trails through town there in Anchorage. It's really amazing, and it shows in their heritage. The Carl Ide ski jumps up there at the Hillside Ski Resort, I believe it's called. But here comes
The first of the
Logan
two Gundry
Gundry.
brothers.
Logan gets a little bit more of a float on that one and brings it back down.
Brothers Gundry skiing out of the Flying Eagle Ski Club. Central Division. That's going to be a good poker hand right there.
Mom and Dad, either watching online, I'm sure, or here personally. Not sure. Haven't seen the Gundrys.
55.5 meters, 54 on the first, 55.5 on the second.
Now-
Next up,
Now, Jason Colby's going to be looking. His form is spot on. He's going to be looking for a few more meters.
he wants
keep-
to push that 70
well,
number,
well,
doesn't he?
To keep up with those Nordic combined skiers
Yeah.
who are currently at the top of the ski
Right.
jumping after the first deal. Jason Colby's got this in him for sure. I think we're looking to see a really pretty and a nice long jump here. There's the pretty part. And that looks like the long part,
Yeah,
ladies
he's
and
gonna-
gentlemen.
mid to high 60s, I think.
Yep, there it is. there it is 9. We don't do that. 67.5 meters.
He got the extra point four, didn't he?
Says Scott Colby. So that's going to make things interesting. 67.5 meters becomes the long jump distance-wise of this class so far. Nice job, Jason.
Yeah, that patented telemark landing, that slight kick out on that right foot. Ronan Woods, bib number 30, 47 on the trial.
We're Ronan into the upper 50s here. Here we
Yeah.
go, Ronan.
Upped it to 52 on the first.
There it is. Come on, Ronan. Nice job.
He's going to push it.
Think improvement anyway. Yeah, I'd say so. Ronan Woods goes from 47 to 52 to 57 meters for the ski jumper Eagle Scout from Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, what a great story that was. This morning on the USA Nordic Story Project.
We'll get more organized for next time. We'll get him a little Steve Miller band as his kick-out music next time. Fly like an eagle, Ronan. Way to go.
Root Repke, bib number 31, Intermountain Division, Park City Ski
4
and
ski jumpers
Snowboard.
left, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Root.
51
Repke.
meters on the first, 51 on the first.
Right back in there. 51 meters, 49, 51, and 51 for Root Repke today.
Solid day of jumping for Root. Next up, bib number 32. Second of the brothers Gundry. Stuart Gundry, also Flying Eagles Ski Club Central Division.
Hey,
I want to see, go ahead,
You?
want to see if he can stay consistent. Because he's got 2 jumps right there at 60. What do you think, Mr.
I think
Miller?
more. Come on, Stuart. I think the kids call him Stewie. I don't know if he's outgrown that yet or not, but here comes Stuart Gundry.
I'm still Joey, Mr. Miller.
You are. Stuart with a big jump there. He got over those skis.
Oh, I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see it.
Let's see. Yep, 61 meters for
And
Stuart
so, like
Gunther.
you always say, he found his distance today, right? 60 on the first, 60, on the trial, 60 on the first, and 61 on the second.
Great jumping from Stuart Gunther.
Absolutely.
Flying Eagle Ski Club out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
All right, here we go. Had a 70-meter jump for his trial. Notched it down a bit to 66 on the first. Could have been strategic. Gunnar Gilbertson, Rocky Mountain Ski Division, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 33 on bar.
Gunnar a couple weeks ago hanging out in Russia.
Ruski.
Amazing adventure that must have been.
How
Through
cool.
the curve off the table. Boom.
Oh, I think he's going to like that one.
Right in there.
Taps his helmet.
Well, how about that?
Beautiful style. He's going to get the style points. I think he wants, like most ski jumpers do, he wants more distance.
Yep, this is amazing looking at the sheet here. I see 3 jumpers who it literally is within a half a meter just down to style. 66 meters on both competitive jumps for Gunnar Gilbert.
Hey, last but not least right here, Mr. Miller, in the
Definitely
senior
not gonna be
male
least.
class, the last jumper of the morning. Great job from everybody. Here
don't-
comes Eric Lynch, Rocky Mountain Division,
And don't-
Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, bib number 34.
And don't, Eric Lynch, don't leave us, guys. We'll be back here doing Nordic combined skate skiing at 5 o'clock here in the jump flats. Here comes Eric Lynch.
5 o'clock, dress warm. Be here or be square.
Oh, Eric, it looks good. Oh, I could have gone a little more, too, I think. Eric, good job. Boy, but there it is. Eric, 62.5 meters on that, topping a 60-meter first-round jump. Thanks to...
What a great morning. Thank you, Keith Hansen, Larry Glick, Paul Andrews, Dan Braybeck, Alan Belshaw, Elisa Main, Sally Wither, Mick O'Hara, all of our volunteers.
all those volunteers, thank you for being there. We didn't get everybody that's marking, but thank you. That's a
Well, we're
thankless job for sure.
We're going to run down the list right now. Chad Bowdry, Michelle Lene, Ben Shute, Scott Colby, Candace Dale, Liz Baldwin, Jill Braybeck, Christine Russell, Amy Tyrone, Dana Bullard, Essie Kentala. He's Andrew Miller. I'm Joey. Candace Gilbertson. And, of course, we've got tonight's volunteers. A lot of the same names. Dan Braybeck, Andrew Miller, Jill Braybeck, Liz Baldwin, Greg Friedman, Essie Kentala, Sandy Moore, Michael Moore, Amy Tyrone, Heather Park, Chris Johnson, Chelsea Hodge, Kathy Johnson. Thank you to the runners. Thank you to the ski patrol, who unfortunately were needed today. The coaching staff, Todd Wilson, Carl Denny, Garrett Fisk, Josh Hansen, Sam House. Mr. Miller.
Thank you to the City of Steamboat Springs, Deer Park Road, Native Excavating, Smart Wool, Steamboat Radio, Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, SOSI, Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty, Twin Enviro Services, UC Health, and Yampa Valley Bank.
Christie Sports, Colorado Event Rentals, Duckles Construction, Honey Stinger, Letson Enterprises, Nordic Excavating Resort Group, Truffle Pig and Carl's Tavern, BAP and Big Agnes, Cloud9 Integrated Systems, Melinda H. Sherman, Moe's Original Barbecue, Steamboat Specialties, and a big thank you to our special events coordinator, K-Sank, Kevin Sankey.
Hey, you know what we always say? I don't think it applies today, but we got to say it. You know what we say? You don't have to go home.
But you can't stay here.
Except please do. It's a beautiful day.
It
Go
is.
Ski.
Enjoy your time at Howelsen Hill.
See you at 5 o'clock for an awesome skate race.
We'll be back. Thank you so much.